Have you been wondering whether you should play Ghost of Tsushima? Well, I'm here to tell you why I think this is a must-play. Ever wanted to be a samurai, slicing through enemies with your katana, all while bending to the demands of your duty with the grace of a falling cherry blossom? No? Well, you should still play this game, because trust me, it's a masterpiece. And if you don't, the Mongols will probably invade your gaming life and you won't be able to defend yourself. Just saying. First up, let's talk about the world. Ghost of Tsushima's world is gorgeous. It almost feels like you're playing a nature documentary. Seriously, I half expected David Attenborough to pop in and narrate my adventures. The landscapes here are jaw-dropping. You're talking lush forests, stunning fields of tall grass, and mountains so beautiful you might just want to live there. I know I did. Minus the whole Mongol invasion thing, but that's neither here nor there. And get this, there's no minimap flashing in your face, no big markers telling you where to go. You just follow the wind like a mystical GPS. You don't need directions when you've got nature guiding you. Now, let's talk about combat. Ghost of Tsushima has some of the most satisfying sword fighting I've ever seen in a game. Seriously, every time I land a perfect parry, I feel like I'm a martial arts expert. It's like I'm secretly living my dream of being an ancient warrior, and probably the best one in the history of samurai, if I don't say so myself. The combat system is deep, but not too deep. You can still look awesome even if you're terrible at fighting games. You have different stances for different enemies, and switching between them mid-battle makes you feel like you're in an action movie. You know, the one where you're always the hero. Now, it's not all fighting and cherry blossoms. The story of Ghost of Tsushima is gripping. You play as Jin Sakai, a samurai who's trying to defend his home from Mongol invaders. But here's the kicker. He's forced to choose between tradition and survival. The question is, can you stay true to your samurai roots when survival demands that you bend the rules? You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll question your entire life, and you'll definitely get a lot of feels when things get really deep. Trust me, it's a wild ride. Speaking of emotions, let's talk about the music. The soundtrack for this game is epic. I sometimes forget I'm just a guy in front of a screen. It'll make you feel like you're living in a samurai movie. And if you really want to live that aesthetic, the game even offers you a Kurosawa mode to emulate the classic black and white films of old. Whether you're riding through the grass or sneaking through the woods, the soundtrack just amps up at every moment. It's like the game is giving you a personal hype playlist. Let's talk about the side quests. Some of them are as emotional as the main story, and no, I'm not just talking about the random, hey, can you get my cat out of a tree side missions. Ghost of Tsushima takes side quests seriously. You'll meet people with actual backstories, and some side content even lets you duel other swordsmen to prove your worth. And when you're not busy saving the world, you're out there exploring, uncovering hidden shrines, finding collectibles, and just soaking in this beautiful world. From beginning to end, there will be countless moments that just make you say, I didn't even know this was here, or how did they even do this? Now, before you go, you're going to say, does my console even run this thing? Let me reassure you, Ghost of Tsushima is optimized beautifully for both PS4 and PS5. It runs smooth, looks gorgeous, and on PS5 it's just next level. You're looking at 60 FPS and almost no loading times. Ghost of Tsushima went to the gym and it came back jacked. If you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima yet, I'm not saying you're missing out on the greatest game of all time, but you're missing out on one of the greatest games of all time. Gorgeous world, epic combat, and an emotional story. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and go save Tsushima. Or just go slice some Mongols. Either way, it's time well spent. Here on Tales from the Console, we give this a 5 out of 5. An unforgettable experience, near flawless in every sense. A game years ahead of its time that's going to be remembered for years to come.